Hello, I'm Allison Utterback, and I am the host tonight. I'm just talking to some of my friends about the mock election coming up and the election. So just to start off, what do you guys think about the mock election coming up? Are you guys going to vote in it?
I know I am, for sure. I think it's a cool thing that the university is doing to promote the actual election, so it should be interesting and kind of like a fun activity for students to get involved in on campus.
Cool. What about you, India? Are you going to vote in it?
I will be voting. I'm actually planning on hanging out there, I think, most of the event, but I think it's really cool to get involved in because last time Finley was that insight as to who the actual president ended up being, so I think I'd like to see if we can do that again.
Awesome.
How about you guys?
I think I'm definitely gonna vote. We're in a class that is based on it, and we're actually probably gonna be there for a while, so gonna work there for a little bit and also probably gonna put my vote in. I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of students to learn about how important the election is and what we are supposed to do as a community, so.
How about you, Leah?
Yeah, I'll be voting. I won't say who I'm voting for because I'm a biased reporter because I work for the Pulse, but still, just as we think about the First Amendment and stuff, as well as having the right to free press, we also have the right to vote. So, but we still have the right to vote, and we still have the right to exercise our freedoms in that way. So I think that's important for all of us as Americans to get out there and go vote in the mock election and the real one.
Cool. And I just wanted to discuss a few issues from the debate that took place on Tuesday night. I don't know what you guys thought about it, just kind of debate talk, what you guys thought about it.
I thought it was insane. Honestly, it was just crazy. I don't think we really got much out of it. I think there could have been a lot more that we could have gotten out of it, obviously. And I think that both of the candidates were kind of immature at times. There was a lot of going back and forth, interrupting each other, and I thought that was really not helpful to a lot of the people that were listening and watching, so.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think after watching that first debate, I was a little terrified for just America in general because I didn't really feel like the issues were being talked about, especially the ones that, there's so much going on right now that needs to be handled with and talked about and dealt with, and I just feel like they didn't have mature enough conversations as to how they stand on certain issues or what they're going to do to change these certain issues. So I think that was definitely frustrating on my end, certainly as American, because, there's so much that needs to be changed, and I don't know.
It's hard.
It was hard. It was hard trying to be, watch that. It was really hard.
I do feel like there were some things that I pulled from it that I didn't know because honestly I have been following some of the after talk, like some of the spybacks and talkbacks, post interviews, but I haven't really been watching live interviews. So I think I did pull some information from that. And I think that taking it further, Leah and I are actually going to be debating some of these topics here in a couple weeks. So if something else, if people want to stay tuned to look out for the mock election, and then also if you all felt overwhelmed like I think everyone did, I think that'll be a really neat piece to look out for.
And I hope that even though the debate was almost unprecedented in how the two candidates acted, I would hope that a lot of people watching the debates or reviewing it after it happened wouldn't just want the debate to be the end-all be-all of who they're going to vote for, who they're going to decide to vote for, whose policies that they like, because of how little a lot of people learned from it. I would hope that they would go other places and look for the information and fact check and actually understand the candidates' profiles and stances on everything too.
You can sum up most issues right now in the country and the world with people do not act as though what they do impacts others. So whether it's climate control, you throw everything out, you don't recycle,
back into sort of like, well, at least what I believe is like, the economy and how people are, basing a lot of their actions on what they can do with their jobs, what they can do with their wages, and what they can do with, basically what, for rich or poor. A lot of the times, economic problems can come from, or climate change problems can come from economic problems. According, like, rich, wealthy businesses will release a lot of, like, gas into the air and stuff like that, and a lot of times, there will be campaigns on, middle-class people and, less wealthy people to, like,
Do better.
yeah, do better with their, like, water, do better with their electricity, change their light bulbs and stuff. But a lot of the times, like, poor people can't do that, or they can't afford that, or they can't afford to eat organic or healthier.
I think that it's important to note that we as, like, our generation, we can make a change by promoting or advocating for these problems and stuff like that. So making sure you're posting and getting your voice out there, and for sure making sure that you're going out and voting for the president that you feel is going to help these problems and make a real change instead of just overlooking them.
I also feel like a lot of the times too, like, people will be like, well, my vote's just one vote, or like, you know, they don't really think about that their voice or their specific vote is going to make a difference. But, you know, if you have a bunch of people saying that, that does make a difference. So being able to, like, use your voice and, you know, make those decisions that you think are right, like, I think that's important for yourself, even just in that.
So that's the greatest power move of all, is just expressing those rights and using those rights.
Power move.
So thank you for talking today about all the issues and the upcoming Rock the Rock election, and that is all today.